back to Career Builds here. I continue work on our locomotive here and get this going. Hopefully do as much as possible. I really don't want this to be a build that takes too long. I kind of want to get this wrapped as fast as possible and get this in game. So let's go ahead and keep working here. So next thing I want to do is I want to get the let's kind of work on some helms here. So I'm trying to think how I want to do this. So I think we'll do this side, forward and back. Yep, so let's start just cutting in. So I want to get rid of symmetry. So actually what I think I'm going to do is I was thinking of this at first is put the forward helm here and then the reverse helm here. And the benefit of that is, so for example, if I want to go forward and back on this side, I can look forward and I can just look backwards and still have controls right here and some on the side. And then if I want to drive backwards, I can face backwards and then look behind me. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So. And so that's going to be both a brake and reverse. Could also put the station on the side here. That was a thought. I'm trying to decide. I might do a side station, I think. Yeah, let's do a side station here. So I'm going to actually kind of put it out, hanging out, and then I will stick it in to the wall when I'm ready. That way I don't have to break it yet. I already screwed that up. There we go. Might even have it keep it hanging out. Now I kind of need to sit in there. All right, so I want the throttle there for forward and reverse. Kind of don't like his orientation already. I kind of want it, let's say like that. It's going to interfere with the windowsill if I do it out, but that's going to get pushed back one. And these are starting to get too low, so that kind of accommodates what I need. Let's do a flip switch, master power. Okay. Do a button, engine start / stop. That's 2. Toggle. Starter maybe, indicator. Actually, I don't want it there. I want that to be engine temp, dial 0 to 120. This here is going to be engine RPM, dial 0 to, we'll just do 1500 for now, 4. This one's going to be 5. That's going to be our starter indicator. Indicator, starter. What do I want next to that? Trying to think what I want next to that. Maybe speed. Speed. Dial. Say 0 to 65 miles an hour. Then under that, I want, let's see, battery. Let's do charge. Let's do volts. Volts. Dial, 1, -1's fine. 7. Then let's do battery. Battery. Gauge. Vertical, 0 to 100. That's going to be 8. Alright, so I have that. Let's see. So we have all that. Let's go ahead. I know 3. I want S watts. Gen S watts. Dial. 0 to say 200. That's going to be, what's that? 9, 10, 11, 11. Just trying to group things together. And this will be fuel. Do a gauge vertical 0 to, I don't know, we'll do 1,000. It's going to be in gallons. That'd be 9. Wheel slip. Indicator. Kind of want an old school where stuff's not where it probably should be. S watts, and then I'm trying to think what else. And maybe just track switcher. Track switcher. Just do a button. Push 12. And hopefully you don't need that stuff. Alright. So I don't know if this color is going to be the color I want, but kind of, you know, I kind of want the gauge is a little bit simplistic on this. What is that? Starter. Starter is going to be that. Just kind of leave that colorless. Okay, that's kind of good there. Push that in the wall for now. I can always change it if I want. Alright, so there's kind of my controller. Copy that. Alright. So that kind of sets that up. That'll be my forward driving station, my rearward driving station. Alright, let's save this here. I haven't saved it at all yet. Diesel Loco. Alright. No. And then I'll make a backup already. Alright, so let's try to figure out how I want to get this motor going. So where's my Diesel Loco? Okay, so did I name this diesel and it's never been a diesel? Okay, that's weird. So I'm trying to think how I want to set this engine up. I'm trying to decide what build I want to take a motor off of, because it's going to be direct drive. I kind of want to start with something so that I'm not having to unbuild something. You know, something with a single engine would be nice and convenient. Doesn't have a lot of extra crap. Might take me a second to just build a custom new one. Just kind of looking through, see what I have that could possibly accommodate this and not be a pain. So let's just take the let's take the Mac dump, and I'm gonna start with this, and I will kind of edit the engine as necessary. So I need to find clutch pressure. Where is that going to? Let's actually just take the Mac R tractor. I think that's easier to get to the engine. Clutch pressure, battery, tilt. I have to delete some stuff out. Fuel manifolds, that's not bad. I can grab this. Alright, let's load the Loco back in. This will just have some of the stuff I need, so I'm not having to completely build over from scratch. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's start seeing what I need here. So let's go, I don't need tilt. Starter, we'll go to the dual starters. Okay, theoretically. It's not merged, so I probably won't do it. It's always easy to start with some sort of microcontroller, but I tend to want to make them... What? Oh, that's from my starter. Okay, I'll have to fix that. Starter is this one. RPS is fine. That can go there. Air manifold. Fuel manifold. Clutch is going to be here. Coolant pumps. Battery I haven't hooked up yet. Alternator, I don't have. Alternator goes there. What variable brakes. This is then going to go through the train controller that I already have, so I don't need that. Don't need that. Start cutting some stuff out of here. So let's go. Radiator's fine, alternator's fine, battery, variable brakes can go, gear indicator can go, tilts can go. Okay, so let's go in here. So I think what I'll do is do a set of gearboxes right at the trucks to change the direction. Yeah, that's what I think I'll do. Either that or add like a master reverser. Trying to decide how I want to do it. Alright, but anyway, this here is, what is that? That is going to be, this is all transmission stuff. It's not going to, doesn't switch gears. No. All of this is transmission, so all of this can go. Alright, good. So that's, transmission is gone. Not going to be a seat, it's just going to be panel. So pass-through in will be my panel. Okay. So panel. Let's do panel forward. And seat, we'll do panel reverse. All right, so that's that way I'll have my panels and I'll try to link them in together. A little bit different there. So alternator's fine. What is all this crap here? What is that? I don't know what all this is here. I don't know what I'm doing with this here. To dash. Okay, so this is my tack. That can stay. That's all my air stuff. Clutch is good there. So I'm reading in. Just gotta try to figure out how I have this. What is that? That's don't need that. Starter. Alright, so I need to figure out some numbers. So let's update this. Let's get panel 1 working first, this one here, and then we'll worry about getting the other one set up. So this is going to be daisy chained to panel forward. And then to dash is going to go there. Alright, so master power is 1, starter is 2, so I need the starter command. So we'll go up to starter here. And so it's going to be starter. So I have this weird. So what I'm going to do is starter is going to do that. So this should be, where it says starter should just be master power. Yeah, so let's change that. Master power is 1. So let's go ahead and go 1 to panel. And then wherever it says, nope. And then 2 is going to be my, 2 will go there. And then this will be, this will hook up to a bunch of stuff. So this will hook up to all the ones where it says starter. Okay. So this can just, it's kind of a mess there, but whatever. Stick it there for now. Alright, and then starter can go at this one here, because I had it triggered from another different area. I don't need that anymore. Oh, I undid something I needed here. When did I screw this one up? Okay, where the hell is my starter? Alright, I'm trying to find my regular starter here. Alright, let's just go all the way forward and then I'll fix it in a second here. Okay, I deleted out the other starter that I needed, so what I'll do is this one here so this one should be an output. There we go. And that will go here. And then if the starter is running, I want to 0 the clutch. So that was one of the OR functions there. What is that? Buzzer read 1. Master power is on, so this here should be starter. Okay. So that's better now. Screwed that up. Alright, so let's see where we're at here. Let's grab a battery. Just grab a medium for now, maybe 2 or 1. And then let's hook this up to battery. That'll get the alternator running where I want it. Radiator I don't have yet. Starters need to go in there. Alternator there, radiator. Okay, so let's make sure we have this running. So starter is going. We should have air and fuel are connected. I need, so where the throttle is here is where I need to run my throttle. So what is that? Okay, so if throttle is greater than 0.03 and that. No, that's hill RPM, so I don't care about that anymore. Actually, I could do that. So I have a hill system that essentially has a tilt sensor. So if you're going up a hill in one of my trucks, it will rev up the engine. That way, just giving you a little bit more. But this will, if I can't go backwards like this, so not going to worry about that. It's just going to screw it up because the train goes backwards. It's tilting the wrong direction. So. Okay. Hill RPM, that can go. What is all this crap? This can go, this can go, this can go. Okay. Just kind of ripping through some stuff that I don't really need at the moment. Okay. So I need to take in. I want to take in my throttle. I'm just going to run with one throttle at first, and then I'll figure out how to link them up. So let's go input throttle. Okay. And so let's find wherever the hell I just put that. Where the heck did that pop in? Don't see it. Awesome. Yeah, my new method is I'm gonna move the logic so that it doesn't do this when I'm hunting for something that it's kind of hopefully somewhere obvious because it hides on me. And then I don't know what all this blinker crap is right now. I have to. Oh, that's all dash stuff that I don't really care about yet. I'll get to it. Yeah, let's delete all this out. I don't need this stuff. Okay, I really wish I could just find this throttle input. There it is right here. Okay, good. All right, so I'm going to read the throttle. And I think what I'll do, that should be a number. Number input, okay. So I'm going to read the throttle. I think I'm just going to set the throttle to where to the speed that I want. And so right there, that's RPM. And then I'll limit that. So what I'll do is we'll read the throttle. What I'll do is I'll take a linear speed. Let's do this really quick. Up. Oh, don't spawn it. So let's save it. And I want to bring in my other Loco. And I want, this is the linking panel here. Okay, so I kind of want to take this panel and work with this panel as well. This has some of my linking systems for drive. Kind of look at this here. So essentially this will take it and you set your speed. And then the set speed will go to We'll go out. So essentially with the throttle, what you're doing is you're setting your speed. I have to figure out my own panel again. So I'm trying to think. I might manually set the... That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to... I think I'm going to manually set the engine. Trying to think how to do this right. It's kind of just a pain here. Let's take this throttle. Let's stick it in here. Nope, that's battery. What the heck am I doing here? Alright, so let's go ahead and let's gear this upright. So we have the gears go down into the floor. What I should do here is I'm going to cut this out. I'll cut this out. We'll put a straight piece in there. If I can get to where I can see it. Okay, there we go. Put a straight piece in there. We'll put a... Shit, I just screwed that up. Just screwed that up. Let's go ahead, cut there. I'm going to have to do more gearboxes, which I'm not thrilled with, but it has to be done anyway, so that will face that way, that will face that way. This will be 1, -1, 1, -1. Alright, so those will be my reverses for my 2 wheel sets. That's fine. Okay, let's go ahead and connect reverse to those 2. Alright, what do we have here? Wheel slip. Follower Loco switch. System master. Set speed. I need linear speed. Linear speed should be directional. Directional. That should be battery. Don't need the battery connection there. Clutch. So I might do this constant RPM system is what I think I'm going to do. Yeah, so this is how I'm going to do it. So one of these throttle, so I'm going to do 2 throttles. One will be set speed. No. So let's go ahead and configure this throttle. Set speed. So I want -65 and I want 65. And then I also want a linear speed for absolute. And so what this is going to do is this linear speed here gives me is going to give me 65 one direction, 65 the other one. Then this one is going to give me -65, 65. And so what that's going to do is I'll figure it out in a second here. All right, so try to go back in here and see what's up. All right, so where are we at here? So instead of this, I'm going to use a throttle. So number input drive throttle. Throttle. Drive throttle. Okay, and then where did that go now? I think it's right. Is this it here? Nope. Let's do this, go back. So this is kind of my new methodology to fix this problem that I can never find anything. What I'm going to do is I copy everything, and then I'm going to move it. I'll update that. And then what I do is when I add number input set speed or drive, alright, now when I do that, it pops up easily for me to see. Alright, so drive throttle is now coming in. This should be in meters per second anyway. That will attach to there. Alright. Update that. Let's connect that. And then I'm going to switch it over to meters per second anyway. Drive throttle. Alright, so just do a quick MPH to meters per second. So let's say 65. So 29. So negative 30 to positive 30. Alright, so what this is going to do is this is going to let me set the speed. Alright. And so I'm going to set my speed. And that's going to control the clutch. Yeah, and then I think I'll do a more consistent engine RPS. Alright, so that's good. So that should hopefully work. Let's update that. That's probably confusing. I'm confusing myself too, so don't worry about it. Let's go ahead and find where I moved all this crap to. Okay, good. And then I'm going to move all of this just again so that if I add a new node, I can find it. Alright, so right here what we have here is throttle. And so this throttle here is going to be read off the same throttle. And then what I want to do is trying to think. So I always want that one to be positive. I'm trying to think how to do this. So simply do a numerical switch box. If the throttle is, let me go function negative x, so that will invert it. So we want the throttle to be positive to start with, and then invert it like that. And then so threshold, or let's do a, if the throttle is less than 0, the throttle is less than 0, flip them to the inverted number. Alright, and then what I want to do is I want to do a clamp. And this is going to be my RPS. So my minimum RPS value is going to be, let's say, 4. My maximum is going to be 10. That will go there. All right. And so this should be reading RPS. It is. So let's work with this. All right, let's try this. Let's go ahead and I want a logic. Where's my throttle connection here? Throttle. All right, clutch, 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 clutch. So the other box is going to control clutch now. That's fine. All right, let's try to get a start out of this. Let's make sure infinite electricity is on, infinite fuel. I don't want on. I need to fix the fuel tank though, or else this won't work. So we have that in there. That's a problem now. So that's solved now. Let's go ahead and put a spawner in here. So diesel spawner. Diesel spawn that. Let's make sure we have some fuel in there. We do, it looks like. All right. So always when you have no way to do tooltips. So let's see. So why is my fuel set to there and the... Oh, I'm gonna have issues with this clutch. Crap. Okay, let's try this really quick. Let's go back to having this control the clutch. See if I can't just pop it off really quick and get started. Let's do this. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Stop being annoying. Let's go... Where are we at here? Right there, please. Let's go all the way to here. Let us cut this. All right. I want to get this engine started. Okay. No exhaust. Clutch is 0, that's fine. Air and fuel are weird. Try to see what is up with this and why it's misbehaving. So let me see if I can read out of this panel and send out a... So I have my drive throttle. Set that. Floor X, set speed. So we have the clutch here. Okay, so that's this here. What is that? Okay. Trying to read where I'm sending in my clutch here. Let's do this. Let's have this control the clutch still. Let's put in a single RPS value to what I want the PID to control. So let's do a constant number here of, say 7 for the moment. RPS and the constant number, okay. Let's go ahead here and let's Let's put a meter here. I want to make sure I actually have fuel in this.